And we're black. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Thank you so much for joining. As always, as you can see, we're finally getting back into some makeup. If you're new here, my name is Ashley. I've been teaching myself how to beat my face with the help of YouTube tutorials and comments from viewers like yourself. So if you have any tips for me, go ahead and drop those down in the comments. And as always, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you will miss nothing coming from the channel. And do not forget to hit the thumbs up on all the videos. Let's get right on into the makeup, shall we? As y'all know, it is getting hotter and I am trying to learn how to apply my makeup so when I sweat it doesn't run all over the place and look insane. Because as I told y'all, I'm a sweaty Betty, so I want to be able to put on at least like some light makeup, not like full face 90 degrees. Who's doing that? But like some light makeup that will stay put. Today's primer is going to be Fenty and Instant Retouch. This is like, I think this is like my first time using this, so we'll see how it goes. We're going to use Fenty Eavesdrop in 19 for our skin tint, and I saw a hack on YouTube where you mix your setting powder with your foundation or skin tint or whatever you're going to use to make it stay put. So I'm going to mix my skin tint with my setting powder. That might be too much. So I'll mix it together. That's what it's giving when I mix it. Cross your fingers. Alright, so here is the skin tint and the setting powder. It looks like it changed the color just a smidge, but not terrible, I don't think. Alright, I'm going to move on to my brows. They kind of need threading and they kind of don't, so we'll see what happens. If you're new here, I can't talk to y'all while I'm doing my brows, because if I do, they're going to come out wild. So, BRB. Alright, so we did pull off a decent brow today. I know they say brows are sisters, not twins, but mine be looking like cousins sometimes, so this is pretty good. I wanted to go kind of bright with the concealer today, so we are going to do Fenty in a 360, which I'm running out of and should probably invest in some more, but I swear I had some more. Actually, I lied. We're going to go in a Pat McGrath in a 20, which is pretty light also. I'm going to let my concealer dry down for a couple minutes, and we'll be right back.
A few moments later.
Alright, so the concealer has dried down a touch. I'm going to blend everything out, probably speed it up. I mean, you've seen people blend, right? It's a process.
One eternity later.
We're back and we are all blended out, hopefully. Now I'm going to use my Mented Light Tan Setting Powder for my under eye because I want it to be a little bit brighter. Before I was a little afraid to like really push it into my skin. I don't know what I thought was going to happen, but I kind of just laid it on there instead of pushing it in like I needed to. So hopefully my under eye is a little bit more crispy. So I didn't plan on contouring today, but I have no idea where my bronzer is. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Contouring feels like a lot, especially when you know it's going to be hot. But we might have to. I am practicing making everything stay in place, so I guess we will contour. We're going to go in with some Espresso by Fenty. Alright, so we're just going to take my, I don't know what kind of brush this is, but it's It's what I use to buff out my contour. Alright, now that my contour is buffed out, I'm just going to blend the whole face. So our blush for today is Peach for the Stars by Mented. It's excellent for melanated folks because it's nice and subtle. Alright, time for our eyes. I'm going to go in with my Ace Beauty Medium Lid Primer as always. You don't need very much, like literally a dab. Now I usually immediately apply the eyeshadow, but I think I'm going to let it dry down a little bit because my eyeshadow tends to fade over time. And I think it's because I'm not letting this dry down and get kind of tacky so it can stick. So we're going to wait a minute and be right back. Alright, so it's dried down a little. Also, my hooded lids might be to blame as far as it fading, because it really only fades down in the folds. Annoying. So the first palette we're going into is my Ace Beauty Blossom Passion palette. Highly recommend. I'm going to grab, let's see, how am I feeling today? I'm going to grab Love, which is this bright pink right here. I love Ace Beauty palettes because they're so pigmented. Like, look how bright that is. And if you're new here and you have some tips for cut creases for hooded eyes, please drop those in the comments. I've been struggling with cut creases for all of eternity and still have nothing. Alright, so that's our first color. For our next color, I'm going to dip into my Ace Beauty Falling For You palette. And I'm going to get Apple. Apple is low-key my favorite from this palette. It's like a shimmery, soft pink that we're just going to apply out here. Now we're just going to blend the two together. Alright, so we blended the two, and just to be extra, I'm going to go into my Ace Beauty Slice of Paradise palette and grab Honeyberry, which is like a deep purple, and I'm going to throw that just on the inner eye. Alright, and then I'm going to go over that in Peacock, which is like a shimmery purple, just to add some pizzazz. Our lashes today are Sugar Cookie from Ace Beauty. They're kind of big, kind of wispy, giving drama. Boom! Lashes on. Now for our final step, we're going to go in with Mented Nude La La on the lips. And then we're going to go over top of that with some Sweet Mouth from Fenty. And the final and favorite step, some Better Setter from Minted. Alright, so here is our final look. What do y'all think? If you have some tips, definitely drop those down in the comments, especially for getting makeup to stay where it should when it's hot and you be sweating. That would be greatly appreciated. It's pretty hot today, so I'm going to go out, see how she holds up. We shall see. Thank y'all so much for coming back to the channel, checking out the video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you will miss nothing coming from the channel. And hit that thumbs up. Very important. Thank y'all again. I will see y'all on the next video. Bye.